Hey everybody, welcome to Guitar Pass. That was a cool little blues boogie woogie riff thing that I wanted to do today. It's kind of in the style of like Taj Mahal's Checking Up on My Baby. We're not going to do exactly that, but it's kind of the vibe. I just wanted a fun, kind of a play along, like again, practice song that's just kind of fun to hang out and play. A couple different parts where you and a buddy can exchange and jam, riff, and some chords, and moving up and down the fretboard. So it's a great beginner blues thing, great for intermediate blues, and just a cool sounding thing to play. We're going to kind of teach you the parts, and then I'm just going to kind of play an arrangement, so it's kind of a way of practicing, and you can play along with me, take that arrangement, and just hang out and jam with it. So let's get to it. All right, we are doing, it's in the key of C. So our chords are going to be C, F, and G are 1, 4, 5, right? C, D, E, F is our 4, 5 is our fifth chord. And we're going to do seventh chords because we're doing the blues. So we'll do a C7, an F7, and a G7. All right? But let's do, and what we're going to do is do a riff that mirrors those chords, that kind of can be substituted for those chords or jammed with them while someone else is playing chords. So here we go. And I'm going to do it in two different parts of the neck. So it's kind of cool. We can kind of move all around a little bit. And then we'll talk maybe some ideas of how you would solo and stuff. All right, here we go. So we're going to start here on the 3rd fret, 5th string. That is a C note, right? And I'm just going to kind of we're just going to finger per fret, right? And we're really just mainly doing these three, the 1st and 3rd finger, which is great. Nice and easy. It's all right there. So I'm going to start here. That's the pattern. 5th string, 3rd string, 4th string. So that's what we're doing for C, C riff. Get that down. We're going to do the same pattern, but we're going to do it here starting on the F. So we're going to do that for F. And we're going to do the same pattern respectively of the string. So 6th string, 4th string, 5th string. Here's our F. And then we got our C. We got that down. And then G is right in the same position of the C, but now we're going to start it on here, right? The G. Kind of similar. That's our G note, right? So here we go. Same pattern as the F, we're just doing it here. Right? That's easy enough. So let's kind of just play along with it a little bit. Here we go. Swing it a little bit. I think I did that 4 times. Twice here. Back to C. For 2 times. G1, F1, C1. And then a turnaround, you could just go back to G. Or we might do the chord on that turnaround. Let's look at the chords. Real quick, so we'll go over that again. I want to show you the chords now. Forgot I was going to add that chord at the end. We'll play that again after I go over this. So that is well actually let me tell you about this. This is the bar chord. If you haven't done this E-shaped bar chord, it's barring all the way and then 3rd string, boom and boom. Pain in the butt, right? Get that down good. But what's cool is we can pick up the pinky to do the 7th chord. So it might be a little easier. Give your hand a break. That is our G chord. So let's just do that again and add that. Sorry, I forgot to include that earlier. 4 times. Here's our 3rd. 4th. Twice on the F. Back to C for 2 times. 1 time on G. 1 time on F. 1 time on C. Right, and then we went to that G7. And and we're back at it, right? But we're gonna go, after that first round, we're gonna go to the just strumming some chords now. And you're gonna follow it 4 times on there. Back to C. G, 1, F, C, so the turnaround like we did earlier. All right, so we're doing a C chord, but with our pinky on the 3rd string, 3rd fret, that is a 7th, a C7th. We're adding that flatted 7th to make it bluesy. And just like what we did here for our G7, we're gonna do it right here for our F7. And then our G7. So, 1. You know, we're gonna kind of strum it this way. Strum whatever feels good, but I like I'm kind of going up. Up, up, down, up, 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 down, up. I don't know how many I just did there, but let's go to the F. Back to the back to the riff. Right? So you'll get this, you know, there's, I'm kind of telling you how many times to do it. It's a good place to start, or if you're confused, to figure it out. But really just listen to it and get the feel of it. It'll kind of just get locked into your brain, I think, eventually. Again, we're going to play this all at the end to kind of have some reference to it. So that's cool up here. Let's do the same kind of thing, but over here. So now, the beautiful thing is the riff is the same stuff. We're just in a different location. For C, here's a C here. So I'm going to do same pattern, right? We're on the 8th fret. But we started on 6th string, kind of like what we did with F and G here, but now we're here with C. We do that 4 times, just the same groove. And then F is right here on the 5th string. Right, we're gonna do that 2 times. And then G is right here, 5th, you know, just 5 chords always a whole step over here on the same string. So we just did the 4 chord, which is F. G is right here, that's on the 10th fret. To F. And then our turnaround, which will be a G7, but we're gonna do it right here. Or excuse me. So G7 is basically what we did with C7 up here. C chord with this guy. You know, this is a movable chord. We got. Now you might not want to hit that one on some of these, so just kind of aim for 5, 4, 3, 2. You know, that's C7, that's D7, that's E7. Half step here is F7, and then a whole step here is G7. That's a G, that's a G. So it's kind of superimposed over that riff of the, where we started with our C and then our F. And it's just on top of the G riff. So right there is our C7 for this one. So I'm gonna just play this riff with the turnaround. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, F for 2. Back to C for 2. G for 1. F for 1. C for 1. Right there, boom. And then you're back to it. You turned it around, and now we're going to do another round, but this time we're going to do the chords. So right here is the C7, just like we did with these guys for G and F. We're doing it right here on the 8th fret. That's C7. And then we have our F7, C7, G7. So again, 2, 3, 4. Go to F. 1, 2. Back to C. 2. And then we got G. And then we'll move it here for F. Back to C and turn around. Do it one more time. Right? So I'm going to play the arrangement right now just to kind of play both things back to back and end it on that C7 up here. Just for a little something to reference for you to play along with, try opposing parts that I'm doing to jam with it, get the timing. And also if you did want to solo over it and use this as a jam track to solo over, you know, E minor pentatonic, or excuse me, E minor, C minor pentatonic, C blues scale. Again, Guitar Pass has how to solo, guitarpass.com. Go check out that website because it's like $10 a month, and there's a lot more like instructional stuff as well as other songs from this channel, and talk about how to solo and everything, so you can apply all that. But you can add that minor pentatonic or blues, and it'll sound cool. You can jam with it, sneak it in for fills. But right now, this is just a fun little thing to kind of get going. All right. Oh, and you know what? Let me do a little bonus thing real quick before I do that. I'm going to do, this is a C, right? It's kind of the bottom of that. That's kind of a turnaround too. I like doing this in the intro and the outro. Kind of similar to what that Taj Mahal song does too, but C. And then we're gonna slide, and I'm kind of going 2, 3, so 2, 1, excuse me, I'm gonna call out the strings. 3, 2, 3, you know, it's something like that. So, and you're back to that C. And then to that G7. Right? And to it. Right? So I'm going to start it and end it like that on this play along. All right, here we go. Let's jam this arrangement. So.